Dear children, welcome to the video class. Grade 10 Science Chapter 13 Electric Motor. Dear children of grade 10, welcome to the science class. So in this class we are going to discuss the topic 13.4 Electric Motor. So what is the electric motor? Electric motor is a rotating device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. So this electric motor is used in electric fans, fridges, mixers, washing machines, computers, MP3 players. Okay, now we are going to see the construction and the working of an electric motor. Okay, so let me start with an example. Okay, during summer afternoon, when you go out and come to your home, you will be looking for a fan, isn't it? Why you are looking for a fan? You are sweating very hard, so you are looking for a fan. Okay, so what happens as soon as you switch on the fan? The fan starts rotating, isn't it? Yes. Why the fan rotates? Okay, it is because of the motor inside that. Okay. Okay, now we are going to see how this electric motor rotates and how it works. Okay, children? Yes. Okay, so before going to this electric motor, let us recall what we have seen in the previous class. Okay, in the previous activity, that is in the activity 13.7, we have seen that when the conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. Okay, when it experiences a force, as the current is passed on, it experiences the force. So what happens when the current is passed on? The conductor was pushed either in forward direction or backward direction, isn't it? So that is we have seen in the previous class, that is in the previous activity, that is we have seen in the previous video. Okay, yes. So what does it mean? When the conductor is placed in a magnetic field and when the current is switched on, it experiences a force in a particular direction, either backwards or inwards. Okay, so that is a linear motion, isn't it? So the force is a linear force. So the linear, it experiences a linear motion. Okay, now in the case of this electric motor, we have to get a rotatory motion. Okay, so what we have to do means we have to make some arrangement that enables the conductor to give a rotatory motion. Okay, so for that we have to construct the electric motor. Okay, now come for the construction. Okay, you can read the construction in your book. So let me explain this. Okay, so we have to get a uniform magnetic field. Okay, the first thing is we have to get a uniform magnetic field. For that we have to place magnets. Okay, we have to place magnets, North Pole and South Pole. Okay, so the magnetic field will be in this direction. Okay, so the magnetic field will be in this direction. Okay, children. Then what we have to do? We have to place a rectangular conductor inside the magnet. Okay, so between the poles of the magnet, we have to keep a rectangular conductor. So we have taken a coil. Okay, copper coil, rectangular copper coil A, B, C, D, and we have placed that in between the poles of the magnet. Okay, so come to your book. Okay, we can read from your book. Okay, so what is that? Okay, it consists of the rectangular coil ABCD of insulator copper wire. So it is placed between the poles of the magnet such that the arm AB, so this is the arm AB and this is the arm CD, they are perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Here we are going to apply the Fleming's left hand rule. So everything they have to be placed perpendicular. Okay, then one important thing is here we have two split rings. Okay, here we have two split rings. I will show the split rings. So this is the split rings PQ. Okay, so they are the split rings PQ. So the split rings is also called as commutator. Okay, the split ring is also called as commutator. Okay, so what is the function of the commutator? Means it is to reverse the direction of current flowing through the coil for every half motion, that is for every half rotation. Note it down. The function of the commutator is to reverse the direction of current flowing through the coil after every. It also has two brushes X and Y. It is shown in the figure. Okay, now we are going to see the working. Okay, now the current is switched on. Okay, so how the current is switched on? The current is switched on to the battery. Okay, so when the current is switched on, the conductor experiences a force. That is the conductor, that is the coil. It experiences the force. Okay, this force can be calculated by applying the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so we have to calculate by using the Fleming's left hand rule. So we have to calculate the direction of motion. Okay, force and motion are the same words. Okay, so we can calculate the direction of force in a current carrying conductor with the help of the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, listen children. As we switch on the battery, the current flows in AB arms inwards and the current flows in CD arms downwards. Okay, so the current is flowing in AB arm inwards and the current is flowing in CD arm outwards. Now let us apply the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so what we have to do means we have to stretch our thumb and forefinger and the middle finger perpendicular to each other. Okay, so we already know that the magnetic field is always from north-south direction. Okay, now come to the coil AB. Okay, in the coil AB, the force on conductor will be upwards. Okay, the force on the conductor will be upwards. Okay, so what happens? It will be upwards always. Okay, so AB pushes its downwards. Okay, then in CD arm the force is in downward direction. Okay, the force is in downward direction, so it pushes always downwards. Okay, so if it's so, what happens means the fan will be rotating in half a motion and going to back. Okay, it will rotate the half the motion and goes to back, and it rotates in half the motion and goes to back. Okay, is it possible? Is it good for us? No, it is not good for us. If it is rotating in half the motion going back means it is not good for us, isn't it? So that's why we have commutator. That is, we have split rings. Okay, so what the split rings will do means, okay, the split rings will connect it in the split rings. The AB is connected to positive terminal, and again after completing one motion it is connected to the negative terminal. That is, the split ring is connected to positive terminal for half rotation, and after completing this rotation it is connected to the negative terminal. So what happens means in AB the current gets in downward direction and CD gets in upward direction. Okay, so what does it mean? Means the force in right arm is in upward direction and the force is in left arm in downward direction. It enables to give the complete rotation and it enables the motor to operate in a complete rotatory manner. Okay children, have you all understood? Okay, so we will discuss about this more in the meet class. Okay, so let us see the commercial use of motors. This motors is used as an electromagnet in the place of the permanent magnet. Okay, so if we increase the turns means it conducts more current. Okay, yes. Okay, so this and that will enhances the power of the motor. Okay, so go through this. Okay, you can ask your doubts in the meet class. We can clear in the meet class. Thank you, children. Dear children, your activity for this class is you write the answers for the questions in page number 233. And the next one is you explain the construction and working of your electric motor in detail. So write this activity and submit. Okay children, meet you all in the next class. Thank you.